Hi guys, just wanted to say a quick word about Teams, which is the platform that we're going to be using for morning meeting and advisories and for your advisory lunches and for some class discussions when you're in the class. On Tuesday, I sent home this to your family, so hopefully they've had a chance to review it with you and you've had a chance to read it. But if not, you should read the do's and don'ts of using Teams appropriately. Here's the big headline. Number one, I need you to know that everything on Teams there is a record of. Every video chat, every conversation, every time you type an emoji into the bar, that goes into a file and there's a record of it in case we need to use it later. You need to understand that Teams usage is like anything you do in school. Okay, so we're not going to bully each other on it. We're going to speak respectfully on it. We're only going to use it for school purposes. So be careful about what you put on Teams. Sometimes when you're typing something that you think is a joke, it can be misinterpreted on the other end. Think about Snapchat and texting. Y'all know what I mean. A couple other quick things. Number one, between the hours of 9 and 3, you can Teams your teacher, right? And especially if it's the class that you have, like if you're in the science class, that's when you should Teams Miss Garcia or Mr. Jewett if you're confused or don't understand something. You should not be Teamsing teachers outside of our school day. So you should not Teams them kind of before 9 or after 3. Okay, you wouldn't come to our house and ask us a question then. That would be a little weird. So between 9 and 3 are when you can Teams your teachers or administrators. Okay, and then if you have a question and it's like 8 p.m. or 1 a.m., send us an email. That's the appropriate venue for that. On the next slide, there's kind of a like, well, what if I make a mistake on Teams? And your advisor will go over that with you. But I just think we're all old enough now that we don't need to make mistakes on Teams. If you don't want your parents to see it, if you don't want me to see it, if you don't want your teachers to see it, don't write it. But I do look forward to chatting with many of you over Teams and hearing how school is going.